Okay, it appears we're live. I'm going to apologize in advance. I have a webcam issue. I would ordinarily do a voiceover for a live stream, but this is too important to me that I do want my face front and center for this. I want my face front and center to this. Usually I have my nice chipper intro, but we're going to dispense with that for this video today because I'm hopping mad right now. I am hopping mad. A lot of shit has been seeing on Twitter and other social media, and of course our politicians. Hey, Fisherman, good to have you. I'm glad you're here. But hey, Hearts Love, cool. For however long you want, the stream will remain up. Okay, cool. Glad you're stopping by. Okay. So anyways, like I said, I am like pretty freaking livid right now. One of the things that's been pissing me off, there are other videos to come on the other topics that have been pissing me off lately. I should start a new series, straight talking Fedora Chic called Straight Rage and Fedora Chic. But that's a whole other discussion for another time. If anyone's heard of the YouTuber Myka Stauffer and her husband Jamie, we're going to be reacting to her latest video. Long story short, okay, she adopted a special needs child from China. As far as to my understanding, he has autism. Hey, resting bitch face, good to have you here. I think you're going to find this content up your alley as a RBF. I really do. Okay, so Myka Stauffer adopted a child from China with special needs. To my understanding, he was on the autism spectrum as well as having other special needs. I'm going to be showing one screenshot proving that she knew of this child's medical issues before taking on this adoption. Well, she rejected this child. The child was, in a word, rehomed. Okay, let that sink in. Rehomed. As if he were an unruly, mangy dog that pooped on the carpet once too many times. Okay? So, now this is something, I always knew we lived in a throwaway society. Okay, look how we treat our elderly. We dump them in nursing homes when they're no longer convenient. That's a separate video coming up very soon, by the way, another rant that's coming up soon. But just to give you an example, she literally rejected her child, and she comes on with her goddamn, okay, hang on. Okay, well, this basically sums it up. That basically sums it up. Yep. Crocodile tears. Or crocodile tears. We'll get to that very shortly. Yeah, it is sad, and it makes me angry. Now, it should make anybody angry, whether you're a parent or not. It makes me angry for a few reasons, not just because of my previous line of work, but also because I was once a special needs child myself. Now, obviously, many of my issues were able to be corrected in childhood. I'm going to assume this child was so low functioning that much could not be corrected, but no matter. She knew what she was doing taking this child in. She should have, especially as a nurse, okay, she's supposedly an RN. She knew this child's issues, yet she rehomed him as if he were an unruly dog who pooped on the carpet once too many times, or like a car that turned out to be a lemon, right? I know people who adopted a kid because they had special needs and needed more care. Yeah, and I've met people like that too, Hearts Love, exactly. Resting bitch face, I knew you'd be fuming. Oh, I knew you would be fuming, resting bitch face. And I know, yeah, I understand. We can discuss this later if you want. Yeah, absolutely right, Fisherman. She's just, she used this child for clout, okay? for clickbait. Her third channel, okay, and I got a lot of my information from the channel Deaf Noodles. He on his upload this morning. I will put the link to his video in the pinned comment below, as well as my video discussing how I started about my life as a special needs child. It's called I Always Knew I Was Different. Okay. So anyways, without further ado, we're going to react to her video because kids, seeing is believing. Okay, hang on. Okay. Okay, hang on. I'm getting this share screen. Update on our family, it's called. It's called Update on Our Family. All right, hang on. Let me get it back to the beginning. Okay. All right, ready?
So this is by far the hardest video James and I have ever publicly had.
Really?
But before I get into the video, I did just...
I'm sure young Huxley, your adopted son that you rejected, would be happy to know that this was a very hard video for you to do. Okay, beauty queen?
Say thank you to how...
Look at the husband nodding stoically.
We have some viewers who have been just like so incredibly kind and respectful of our son's privacy. I just want to say,
if you gave a shit about your own son's privacy, you wouldn't have clickbaited him and made all this kind of money. Yes, stick around. I'm planning to bring up her for all three of her their channels combined. I will be bringing up their social blade stats. They're not exactly hurting for clout.
thank you. Like, that really got me through some really hard times. And I just want to say thank you.
Oh, my heart breaks for you.
What that means to me and this one's special message.
Oh.
Just thank you.
I can't.
Oh. Too bad I don't have any violin music to accompany me here.
Say enough how hard Myka has tried throughout this entire journey and the amount of effort she's put into this and helping Huxley as much as she can. So, I mean, you guys have been...
What happened? Did it get in the way of your makeup schedule, your YouTube or your Instagram schedule?
in part of his adoption journey, even before he picked up Huxley throughout the whole process. And with international adoption,
I'm going to speed this up a bit if I remember how.
Things that are not transparent.
I'm going to speed up the playback. Here we go to 1.25. Okay, here we go.
A lot more special needs that we weren't aware of.
Special needs you weren't aware of. I have a screenshot that I saw on Twitter earlier that shows otherwise.
So over the past few years, he's been in numerous therapies that are helping him. And over the last year has been a more intense therapy that he's been in to try to help him as much as possible. For us, it's been really hard hearing from medical professionals a lot of their feedback and things that...
Good question, Fisherman. Good question. Oh, fuck. Sorry.
We've been trying to get his needs
Sorry.
met and help him as much as possible. It's really hard.
Oh, poor baby.
We truly love him.
There's not an ounce of our body that doesn't want Huxley forward either.
Oh, yeah, right. You love the clout he brought you.
I think what Jen's trying to say is
You love the AdSense money he brought you. You goddamn bitch.
numerous medical professionals have felt that he needed a different fit in his medical needs.
Yeah, he does deserve better than you. That's one thing I will agree on. That's one thing. He does deserve better than you. But did you think for one bloody second, this child, okay, as low functioning as he may or may not be, he will understand that he was not rejected just once, but twice. He was rejected twice. He may be in a new home that is better equipped, quote unquote. He might be, but this child, I can only imagine the anxiety this child's going to live with. Are these people going to reject me too when I become too difficult? Okay, and some might think, oh, this child doesn't have the intellectual capacity to form that thought. A crock of bull. So you see, because when I was a child, hang on. Okay, and it was in my special needs phase. Okay. I knew when I was being dumped off at my grandmother's. I knew. Sorry, I got some kind of smudge on my face. Okay. I knew that that I was being dumped off. I knew, okay, that I was a disappointment to my parents. I knew all that from back then. Okay, I knew it. So I'm sure this child knows and probably has his own way of understanding rejection. Imagine young, okay, in such a young age, the first thing that this child understands is rejection. So I can only imagine, okay, in addition to all his issues, I'm not a mental health professional, but I'm going to hazard a guess that this child will likely suffer, or resting bitch face, if she's still in the room, in the chat. You could probably answer that better than I can, but I'm pretty sure that early on, this child understands only rage. Sorry, I'm raging. Sorry, this child only understands rejection, and he's probably living with that kind of anxiety right now in his new home. Okay, no matter how his new parents now in the third or fourth home. It's not clear to me if he had a stint at an orphanage back in China before these monsters took him, right? So, hang on. I'm going to address the chat now. If you have money and love, you can provide care. They have money. It's apparent. Oh yeah, they're not hurting. Game Boy. Why is she just funny as hell? Nobody's funny. Game Boy. Nobody's funny. I'm not even English, don't even know what she's saying, but I'm still watching. Yeah, attachment disorder is serious business. And this child will likely, like I said, I'm not a mental health professional, but I'm sure resting bitch face, you can agree with me that this child, in addition to all his issues, he will be suffering from attachment disorder. And it is serious business, and it is a real condition. Oh, hi, Erica. Glad to have you here. We're discussing a woman with a few YouTube channels between her and her husband. She adopted a special needs child from China and then rejected him. Used the child in all their videos and their family vlog. Used them basically for clickbait from where a lot of us sit. And she rehomed him. That's what's happening. Renegade Riot, you're definitely not a mental health professional, that's for sure. I never pretended I was, Renegade Riot. Never pretend I was. Adoption is a privilege, absolutely right. We're going to take a look at her social blade very shortly. So we're going to take a look at the stats. Okay. Okay. Hang on, we're going to bring them up. I'm going to share the screen. It says Social Blade is often slow in loading here. Okay. So, okay, I'm about to share screen. Okay, hang on, coming up. All right, here we go. This is Myka Stauffer's main channel. See, over 716K subs. Okay. And then we're going to go to, hang on. Okay, the Stauffer Life, that was the vlogging channel. By the by, she removed all her content from that channel. As you can see, she's lost like a ton of views and a ton of subs on this. This was the family channel that was featured. And Stauffer Garage, her husband James. Whoops. Her husband James who does basically stuff about mechanics and cars. Nearly 1 million subs. He's not hurting. He ain't hurting. And I believe he's still in the business of the car business. So, thank you, Hearts Love. Please, yeah, it looks like I'm attracting trolls today. Okay, Renegade Riot. Okay, let's put Renegade Riot in timeout, please, mods. I don't have time for this bullshit today. I really don't. Okay. Tammy, the article says she has many sponsorships too. Yeah, that's true, Tammy. Absolutely true. Absolutely true. Okay, I'm going to stop the screen share. All right, we're going to go back to reacting. We're going to go back to reaction. Okay, hang on. Sorry, this computer's a bit slow. We're still going to be playing at 1.25 speed.
Let's see. He was right. And also just try to not mess up his future that was laid out in front of us. We're trying our best to make sure we don't impact that at all when making this video.
And that's why, like, on Instagram and stuff, I've tried to, like, let you know as little as I could, but I couldn't tell you anymore because
Oh,
what's going on legally, and if I said something, I'm gonna mess up things for him.
you fucking bitch. Oh, poor baby. Poor baby. You're not thinking about how your child is feeling, are you? The way you rejected that child. I hope that no one allows you ever to adopt another child again. Honestly, and I'm about to, and yeah, if you think I'm losing my shit now, I'm going to do it a step further, and I might well clear my chat out of this. But honestly, I don't even think you should be allowed to have children anymore. You shouldn't be allowed to have any more children, adopted or biological. Seriously. Who the hell do you think you are? There you are. You're only thinking of your own goddamn needs. And as Deaf Noodles pointed out, you did a fundraiser with your viewers to help fundraise, okay, this adoption. Again, in Deaf Noodles' video, I will have that linked in the pinned description before. Just who the fucking hell do you think you are? Like I said, I was a special needs kid. And when I got into normal stream at school, I was rejected. I remember what that is like. So I'm only thinking about this poor child. I don't care about this goddamn beauty queen. And I don't care about her Stepford husband. You want to report me? Take my channel? Go the fuck ahead. Oh, they're not. Yeah, well, they're not going to go to jail for that, fisherman. No, they're not going to go to jail for that. Oh. I have had enough. No wonder I hate people. And here. Okay, here we go. I'm going to share the screen, and it shows. I hope I can zoom it in. If I can't, I apologize, but I'll read it out loud. Okay. Right, hang on. All right, I'm going to read it off because it looks like I can't here. Let's see. I can't zoom it in, unfortunately, but I will read it out. Okay. It said, doctor said he had hydro then. I'm missing half of his brain. And the last 6 doctors, in brackets, I didn't get 6 file reviews, just great connections. Just a stroke in utero. one of these doctors, being one of the best neurologists in the world, so excited to bring him home regardless of his diagnosis. I will read that part again. So excited to bring him home regardless of his diagnosis. I'm so blessed to experience these roller coaster of emotions. Well, that's what changed, dear. What the hell changed? Because when we adopt second time around, oh hell no, 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 no. I hope in hell nobody allows you to adopt another child. I'm dead serious. I won't let any diagnosis scare us. Well, you already did, or either, let's see, what happened really? Did the AdSense benefits and the sponsorships, did the benefits from those not outweigh the actual work it takes, the work and care it takes of a special needs child? Is that it? Did it interrupt with your manicure schedule? Did it end, with your hair schedule? Because, yeah, I won't let, yeah. Huxley, you have already taught us so much and I haven't met you yet. Well, you haven't been taught enough. But I know, like I said, this child has been taught rejection early in his life. And I can speak to this quite well. That will lead to bigger consequences in addition to all his other needs. Thank you, Nia. No, they don't deserve children resting, bitch face. Yes, it is horrific, Heart's Love. I know people who gave up their life for their kids. Yeah, I know them too. I've met them too. Tammy DeLond. Forgive me if I'm mispronouncing your name, Tammy. She claims she loved him as if he were her own biological child, but she would never do this to her other kids. Oh, no, of course not. I hope they go to hell. Yeah, me too. You and me both. Thank goodness I'm not near them, Resting Bitch Face says. Workbook support. If they want to save any face, they will put every dollar they made off of Huxley into a trust fund for him. If they keep all the money, they truly are despicable people. Well, they already are despicable. I really don't say. I love a good redemption story. I love a good redemption story as much as the next person. Okay, really, I do. But these people are irredeemable in my eyes. But you're right. I see what you're saying, workbook support. Yeah. Big love. The world doesn't surprise me anymore. No, and it shouldn't surprise me anymore either. I've been around it more than enough times, right? No, you're a troll, Renegade, because this is a black and white issue, okay? This is one of those issues. There is no gray area. Okay? These people knew the issues this child suffered. They did a fundraiser with their audience, okay, to fund this international adoption. They used this child for clickbait in a so-called family vlog, and then they dumped him, okay? Any questions? Bueller? Any questions? He was not compatible with the excess millennial self-indulging lifestyle. Absolutely true. Huxley meant they needed to make sacrifices. It's clear they were unwilling to do that. Yeah, you're absolutely right, workbook. Absolutely. When you, resting bitch face, when you adopt a child, you hope for the best, but you prepare yourself for the worst and act aggressive some more. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, I was speaking for myself, I was not adopted. Okay. I was not adopted, but I was often, I got sick. There was an issue because there were issues in my early childhood. I was developmentally delayed. Like I said, I'm not going to go into too much detail, but I will pin a video I did on that subject called I Always Knew I Was Different in the pinned comment below. So I understood rejection. I understood what was going on. I understood the insecurities of my environment, whether it was the hospital or my first foray into nursery school or my first foray into hospital school or special ed. I understood all of that. See, this was the thing many people never got. They thought that I was a mere shell, that nothing was going on in my brain, They thought nothing was going on in my brain. But you know what? I knew a lot. And I probably knew more than they did because I was actually living it. And when I say they, I mean my grandmother or anybody, you know, because I was actually living it, right? Fedora, you're no one to say who can or cannot have children. Funny how you get at beauty things every chance you get. My God, work on your stuff instead of hateful. You know, can somebody put you're gone. Renegade, you are gone. You are gone. Somebody, Alicia, this is exposing how much of a hierarchy people put bio kids and adopted kids on. They are kids. They need love and homes. There is no context. Thank you, Alicia. Thank you. Those two are garbage. They clearly saw him as other. Yeah, exactly, Alicia. Live under one roof and make sure they look after each other. You're right, Big Love. You're right. Thank you, Hearts Love. I so appreciate you. And Fisherman, both my mods. I don't know if Fisherman's still here, but I appreciate you too. Thanks. Yes, Risting Bitch Face. I'm not in the mood to deal with freaking ass trolls this morning. Okay, not today. Not today, because today you're trolls. You're not entertaining to me. You're not even clever. Okay, you're not even goddamn clever. And as for you renegade idiots or renegade riot, you don't like my videos. You think they're hateful. Okay, you can go back to the hater community, or rather what I call the hater high school mean girl clique trying to resurrect. Okay? So stay the hell off my channel. Yeah. Hi, Kim. Hi, Kim. Good to see you here, Kim. I hope you're doing better these days. People need to be aware. Absolutely. You know, using a child for clickbait, a special needs child you adopted for clickbait, and then you rehome him. You give him away. You throw him away. And I feel for this child, and for her to come on crying. Gee, hope she didn't run her mascara. It's so sad they did it that it fucking pisses me off. Oh, you and me both, Fisherman. You and me both. I just feel sorry. I just feel terrible for these, this child. Because even if he is now, and I sincerely hope this child is in a home where they are fully equipped to take care of his special needs. And I hope they are loving. They are good, loving people. And even if they are, the first thing this child understands is reject. In his young life, he's been rejected twice, not once. Those were fake tears, absolutely. That's why I put the animated crocodile early on in this video. Yeah, that's why. Yeah, it is mortifying, Resting Bitch Face. Jessica, you and me both. You and me both. You and me both. Anyways, I've ranted. I've said my piece about this. I think, yeah, we got the social blade. We got the Twitter screenshot. Yeah. I'm not going to react to the rest of that video because, frankly, it's just her continuing her little crying. Her little crying with her hubby looking ever so stoically. That I'm not sure. I think, if I'm not mistaken, he was about 4. Definitely a preschooler. Definitely a preschooler. Yeah, this is live, Nia. This is live. And it's good to have you here, Nia. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here. Yeah, yeah, Kim, you can. It's okay, Kim. You know that I keep these up, you know. Girl, I'm watching this. I wish I could respond. You can respond in the comment section, in the chat right here, Nia. It's okay. You can respond right here. It's all cool. You know, there are certain issues where there are gray areas. I'm sorry, rejection of a child is like that, you know, adopting and then sending back, especially after knowing what you were getting into. You know, I'm sorry. This is black and white. It's so horrible. Thanks for defending this baby. I'll try. Oh, thank you for subbing, Nia. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Well, yeah, somebody has to stand up for these children, you know? More often than not, I mean, special needs children even get treated differently, even by biological parents, biological families, right? And that's insidious too. That's just as insidious. Yeah. Ugh. Okay, yeah, that's just as insidious. Whoops. Okay. Keep us updated if you can. If we can, like I said, I'm going to have Deaf Noodle's video in the pinned comment below when I jump off the stream, which will be shortly. I pretty much had my rant. Yeah, it was a preschooler resting bitch face. It was. Of course, there is always the possibility YouTube could take down this video. Take down this video, probably strike my whole channel down. But you know what? I don't care, you know? I honestly don't care. So anyway, this is where I leave it to you in the chat. I leave it to you in the chat. Trying to calm down. I'm trying to calm down now. Trying to calm down now. Stay strong. We stand with you. Thank you, Nia. I appreciate that. Yeah, I know. And everybody in the chat seems to be standing with me. We had the trolls in here, but my mods, my mods did a sound job getting rid of them. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. For those who don't know, Resting Bitch Face is a former social worker. This is why she can speak to this, and so I encourage her to speak in the chat. I've already done a collab with her. Even we did another subject about another problematic YouTuber who was allegedly abusing her child. So yeah, Resting Bitch Face is a good resource. Yeah. And somebody has to stand for this child, okay? Not the Stauffers. Somebody has to stand for this child. And I mean, besides the new family that adopted him. Yeah, absolutely. Furious and nauseous. You and me both, like I said, you and me both. I could never do that to a kid. It breaks my heart. Most people would never do that shit. It takes a monster to do that. I absolutely agree with you, Fisherman. I absolutely agree with you. I mean, without getting into too much detail, I've seen this kind of shit before, you know. Without, I mean, I'm still legally bound by confidentiality from my previous place of work, so I can't get into detail about what I saw. But yeah. Yeah. I was so shocked. She was crying like she should care. They just left their child. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. I agree. I'm just fucking livid. I mean, I've been livid lately. I mean, with the seniors' homes in Canada, particularly in Ontario and in Quebec. And I have my own unpopular and inconvenient views about that. And that's going to be another upcoming video. And hopefully I won't lose my shit like the way I did now. But yeah, that's coming up. Like, I've just been angry at what I've been seeing in the news, or what I see on social media. But this bloody takes the cake. Know what I'm saying? Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you, Nia. Appreciated. Thank you. Oh, boy. Yeah, the retirement homes are bad here. They don't care about seniors. It's the same thing here in Quebec, fishermen. It's the same thing here. We're going through the same shit. We've got the military and the nursing homes here too. But like I said, that's going to be another upcoming video for another time. Okay. I'm not going to get into that in this stream right now. My blood pressure is probably rise. Who knows? I may not have this channel anymore after today. After that. But like I said, somebody has to take a stand for these children, you know, while their viewers go fun and ooh and all. Oh, you did the best you could. Somebody's got to stand up for this child, you know. Ordinarily, I would not disclose this, but it's been put out there by someone anyway. Both of my children are adopted. Oh, thank you. Thank you for sharing that with us, Resting Bitch Face. Yes, Resting Bitch Face has 2 children. No matter what, you were right. Thank you, Nia. I appreciate that. I know. I know in my heart and in my brain that I'm right. Okay, my brain may be a bit faulty because of FTD, but I know I'm right, you know, and I'm just tired of seeing the rejection, particularly of people with special needs. Like I said, I lived it myself as a child. Now, obviously, I did not have, my issues were not nearly of the severity of this child. At least it's a guess that I'm hazard, but still, you know. I mean, I have a friend that I communicate with who is in his 60s. He has an intellectual delay. He sadly, he has the mind and the social attributes of a 12-year-old. But I talk to him. Other people dismiss him, you know. They dismiss him. He feels lonely. And they dismiss him. But I talk to him because I'm not going to do to him what was done to me or what was done to this child or, you know what I'm saying? Thank you, Resting Bitch Face. Thank you, Nia. Much appreciated. Everybody, I'm glad you're all here. I'm glad you're all here supporting me. I cannot fathom being so heartless and cruel. No, me either, Resting Bitch Face. I can't either. I can't either. I really can't. But the more I see in my old age, you know, the more I see in my old age, you know, the more jaded I become, right? Much more jaded. I'm starting to get a headache. Okay, I'm going to give you a few minutes to add your views, and then I'm going to have to jump off this stream because I'm getting a sudden headache. This is what happens when I blow a gasket. I've worked with kids with special needs, including certification and classes on child development. This is horrific and absolutely. Well, thank you for sharing that with us, Hearts Love. Yes, and your input is very important as such. LOL, get off the PC screen. Serenity now. Serenity now. You know, serenity now. I'm really happy. Those who stayed with me in the chat and my mods for doing Troll Patrol for me, I thank you from the bottom of my heart. I really appreciate you all. I really appreciate you all. There was a stigma placed on disabilities. How horrible it is for parents to be in the ones placing the stigma on a child. That's exactly it. And that's exactly what I was, trying to say in my own awkward, raging way. But yeah, exactly. Exactly. You've worked fishermen. I worked with ASD kids before, and it's sickening that those monsters did that. They're not human. No, you're right. They're not. You're absolutely right, fishermen. Yeah, absolutely. What's going on my Twitter? Looks like my Twitter just exploded all of a sudden. Okay, hang on. Oh, this was over another issue entirely that pissed me off. Yeah. But again, that's another video. You showed that she wanted this type of child just to say it was too much. Exactly. And and to add insult to injury, like on top. Okay, before the adoption, she had a fundraiser. She had a little fundraiser, something about puzzle pieces. I don't quite know, but Def Noodles has that. Like I said, I'm going to have his video in the description. Suffice to say, Def Noodles handled things a lot better than I did. He handled things a lot better than I did. Yeah. Oh, God. I'm pissed to the point that I'm almost crying. Oh, I'm sorry, Fisherman. No, I didn't want to upset you. I'm sorry. But I had to express myself here. I really did. I had to express my anger. Like I said, we live in a throwaway society, but this is the worst of the worst. To me, this is the worst of the worst in that category. As a mother who chose to adopt, I can honestly say that I couldn't love my children anymore than if I had pushed them out myself. I'm just appalled. YouTube family starting to seem toxic. Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, I don't watch family vlogs, and I had no idea who Myka Stauffer was before this morning on Twitter. And there was who can forget the Ace family, right? I mean, how toxic were they? As particularly the patriarch Austin McBroom with his damn jet ski in an infinity pool, causing a flood with the neighbors downstairs, down the hill. If anybody remembers that, and a bunch of his other problematic shit. I don't like. And then Daddy of Five. I mean, there was. Okay, Daddy of Five. I'm glad those children are not living with him anymore. I'm glad those children are not living with him, or at least the last I heard, they weren't living with him. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God. Yeah, they were pretty bad. Yeah, they were. Where do you draw the line? Yeah, that's a good question, Hearts Love. Where do we draw the line? Where do we draw the line? Legit rob people for charity. I remember that. A resting bitch face says she remembers that. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, Fisherman. Yeah, I've seen a mother pretend their children have schizophrenia. That was on Dr. Phil, Fisherman. Yeah. I forget who the name, but that mom was, those parents, particularly the mom. Yeah, they had a YouTube channel too. Yeah, I remember that. Well, that was a heartbreaking story. Yeah, these buffoons were on Dr. Phil. Yeah, that's right. That's right, Fisherman. That's right. I know where I draw this particular line. I know too. And I think we all in the chat who are still here in the chat knows too. I think we all know. I mean, most of you, my followers, my regular followers, are good people. My followers, are you're all good. You're all good people, and I'm so glad you're here with me today, enduring my meltdown. Yeah, I'm glad you're here. But like I said, my heart breaks for this child. My heart really and truly breaks for this child. And I feel bad for the future this child could have, no matter how loving his new family is or how well equipped his new home is. You know what I mean? Yeah. Anyways, I'm pretty much done here. I'm going to get off this stream. I'm leaving up the stream for those who caught it late, or unless, of course, YouTube takes it down. That's a possibility. Because I'm sure some of the trolls that we booted out earlier are reporting me as we speak. They're reporting me as we speak. But if you find that the stream is down, that's going to be why. It's not because it was my choice or my doing. It'll be a YouTube thing. Oh, thank you, Resting Bitch Face, for staying with me and offering some of your expertise in the chat. I appreciate that greatly. Just like you got trolls, you got subs. I did. Thank you, Nia. I appreciate that. Thanks, Big Love. Thanks, Big Love. Yeah. So anyways, I'm going to let you go for now. For those of you who are interested, we have a Discord server. All good people, awesome people here. Hearts Love, Fisherman, and Resting Bitch Face can attest to that. If one of my mods can post a link to our Discord server in the chat, that would be great. Or I'll do it. If nobody's around, I'll do it. Hang on. Yeah, okay. So the Discord server is coming in the chat. So I hope you do like Resting Bitch Face, Hearts Love, and Fisherman, and join our Discord server. We are awesome people. You have to be 18 and up. That's all we ask. You have to be 18 and over to join. And there are rooms to suit all kinds of tastes and all kinds of moods. So yeah, why not try to give us a check? Oh, thank you, Hearts Love. Much appreciated. Hearts Love also put it's okay. Don't worry. Don't worry, Hearts Love. You're good. You're good. So yeah. So yeah, please consider joining our Discord server if you haven't done so already. I'm going to be having a few more ranting videos. I don't know if I'm going to melt down like I did today, but there are things I'm feeling very passionate and strongly about, like the plight of the seniors and the nursing homes. That is going to be a video that's coming up. That's probably going to be another live stream. So that means unscripted, unedited, all natural. Yes, we all try to... Oh, thank you, Nia. Absolutely. Congratulations. And you're welcome. Hearts Love, yes, we do try to support each other. We offer peer-to-peer support there in our Discord server. Yeah, we do. Awesome. So anyways, please, everybody, take care of yourselves and each other. And please don't reject people. Don't reject people because of so-called imperfections, because of medical conditions, mental health conditions, issues of, don't reject them. Especially do not reject children. Do not reject people with disabilities. Please take care of yourselves and each other. And if there is somebody in your midst who is vulnerable or at risk, please, I know in this age of social distancing, visiting is impossible, but send them a DM if they have social media, text them, if they got to call them. It can make all the difference in the world to that person. Because at the end of the day, we all need to feel like we're not rejected. Debbie, I unsubscribed from her channel after this. You're just wrong. You guys should watch Huxley's Gotcha Day video on YouTube. Fakes all along. Actors sad. Thank you for bringing that to my attention, Debbie. But if I watch that, I'm starting to get a headache right now. And if I start to watch that now, my blood pressure is probably going to hit the roof. But thank you for bringing this to our attention, Debbie. I appreciate you. And welcome to Straight Talk and Fedora Chic. So anyways, as I was saying, please check in on that person at the risk. It can make all the difference in that world. And please, everybody, let's make this less of a throwaway society. Okay, let's try to learn and let's try to make this inclusive for everybody. Okay? So anyways, I'm out. I will catch you all in the next one. Please consider subscribing if you haven't already done so. Also, please consider, despite my behavior, please consider giving this video a thumbs up on the way out the door if you didn't like it. A thumbs down will be just fine. It's all engagement. So I wish you all a great Thursday, and I will catch you all soon. Bye for now.